Not a sponsor. Just putting that out there. What an honor to be here. Thank you so much for having me, College Democrats of America. It's a great honor to be here in the heart of the American empire, in the belly of the beast, speaking to the future activists of the Democratic Party, but as an outsider currently pushing for an insurgency. To be honest, when I first got the call from this organization, I first said, I don't know what that is, I'll be honest. I apologize. And then they told me they hadn't held a national convention of this size since the Nixon era. So give yourselves a round of applause for that. And then I was a little worried, I'll admit. Me and the Democratic Party were not so close as of late, as many of you know. I thought to myself, perhaps the Center for American Progress has set up a trap for me. Dear attendant, are you in the room? I apologize for everything I've said. After all, it's not a secret that there are many, many people in the Democratic Party that wish that I would go away, who wish that this movement would go away. Well, I'm here to tell you, we're here to stay. Now, a lot of people, including probably your future employers or your current employers, they call me a lot of names. They say I'm an idealist, a radical, a terrorist. But the one thing that they don't call me is a liar. And I think that anyone who wants a better future for the world, let alone this country, needs to understand that it is our job to always seek truth from facts. We must always expand our knowledge of the world around us and to use that knowledge to build a worldview, and then we can move on to change the world. And the reason why I stress this is because a lot of people, they see this as a career. And I work with a lot of campaigns. I've worked with establishment Democrats in the past, and right now I'm working with a lot of democratic socialists all around the country. And the one difference that I always see is moral conviction. Moral conviction to always say the truth. And an endless thirst to understand exactly what's going on. We have a lifetime of social conditioning that has guided our lives, that has motivated the way that we see the world. Sometimes that means we have a lot of blind spots. But moral conviction is really important, because that is what makes the difference between the insurgents and the establishment Democrats that are simply following along. And I think that anyone and everyone here must constantly push for this. This task takes on a new importance today. Lies and disinformation are the currency of our enemies on the right. Unable to compete with us over here in reality, right-wingers instead try to make humanity live in their dangerous fantasy land, constantly finding new enemies in our neighborhoods to position as a reason for why we are all experiencing the same struggles born out of capitalism. But sometimes, I'm a glass half full kind of guy. When the right traffics in lies, the lane for telling it like it is wide open. And whoever can do that, whoever can tell the truth, they will own the future. But people fail this basic test all the time, especially in Washington, D.C. Now, I'm sure that many of you in this room feel the same energy that I do, a feeling shared by more and more people all the time, of frustration with decades of political ineptitude in the face of rising fascism. Many people in this room have only known Trump, but to the older folks here and also watching at home, think about that for a second. The only politics that people in this room have ever known is shot through with Donald J. Trump. Political life shaped from above by a narcissistic tyrant who enriches himself, his ridiculous family, the Epstein class, as well as the billionaires who were smart enough to avoid getting caught. Sorry. As well as the billionaires who were too smart to get caught, going to Little St. James, and even a billionaire who was uninvited from Little St. James Island because his lives were that atrocious for the pedophiles. Although American politicians have never been much at truth-telling, for over 10 years, the terms of our discourse have been set by a megalomaniacal pervert. The late writer Mike Davis summed up our situation well in his final published essay a few years ago. He said, "Unlike the high Cold War when politburos, parliaments, presidential candidates, and general staffs to some extent balanced megalomania at the top, there are few safety switches between today's maximum leaders and Armageddon. Never has so much fused economic, media, and military power been put into so few hands." To you, young people of America who have chosen to enter the world of electoral politics, I know that you have grown up in this degraded era where bigotry and deceit are so blatantly rewarded in society. An era in which our rulers would rather choke us with wildfire smoke than re-examine how our way of life damages our planet, the only home we'll ever know. This wretched era in which the third world is staring down disaster because of the upheaval caused by ours and Israel's war on Iran. This ridiculous era in which a Supreme Court dominated by religious nutjobs rewrites our laws at will. In this world, I know even just a little bit of truth can feel like a life raft. It's why so many of you are in this room, because you meet other people like yourselves and you talk about these problems together and you feel both less alone and closer to the truth. Now, it's fair to say, as I've repeated over and over again, as you all know, that I am not a friend of many people in the Democratic Party. But that's okay. In politics, if you're everyone's friend, then you're no one's friend. But I am here today because the times have gotten very strange and new political opportunities are all around us. Chances for us to push radical political change through an electoral system that right now is going through a transformation. You can feel the changes with every news story. This sense of backlash that's in the air. Inflation is not under control. Data centers that no one wants are taxing energy grids, fueling an AI bubble that may not really replace you, but will get you laid off regardless. It seems like every week, our masked Gestapo, ICE, kills another innocent person. In all my years, I don't remember seeing this much blood on American pavement. I often say that the United States is an empire in decline. And home, that means we are a nation in crisis. But where so much of Washington sees dangerous instability, I and many of you see promise. I see a real opportunity to change this country's trajectory, to improve the lot of humanity. And I know you feel it too. It's rooms like these that remind me just how many people see right from wrong and want to do something about it. All around the country, we're getting real fighters elected. Fighters who see the crisis and can describe it in clear and truthful terms. This means demanding an end to the endless wars, an end to profiteering off of health care, an end to the rule by people who put the interests of capital over the interests of the working class. It's talk like this that has Washington terrified. It's talk like this that has MAGA terrified. These people in hate movements who try to control our lives are most afraid of popular action, of democracy, of the people. They're afraid of us because of the simple fact that there are more of us than there are of them. There always have been, and there always will be. There are more good, decent people with moral conviction who find it unfathomable that the wealthiest nation on earth chooses to spend its billions blowing up schools overseas rather than building schools in our neighborhoods. Kind people who can't understand why, in the wealthiest nation on earth, there are hundreds of thousands of people who will go to sleep outside tonight, and millions more who live paycheck to paycheck. Hardworking people, frustrated that an honest day of labor delivering packages, cleaning counters, or teaching children is no longer enough to take care of a family or own a home. All the while, the world's wealthiest man sits around tweeting racist screeds and unfunny jokes as people grow his net worth into the trillions. I should add that none of this is an accident. The inequality is the design of our system. When you see broken downtowns in a state of disrepair, or potholes that never get filled, or homeless people suffering in the streets, remember, this is the design of our system. It is not the moral failings of the individual, but a whole architecture where the ultra-rich stick their hands in the pockets of everyone else. Just as every person who has no shelter is a policy failure, every billionaire is a policy failure. But just as every billionaire is a policy failure, every congressperson who's refused to change these policies have failed you, have failed all of us. We have placed corporate interests above the interests of the people. I say no more, and we say no more. I've traveled all around the country. I've talked to countless people over dozens of protests, gone to rallies, I've gone to marches, I've gotten shot at by my own law enforcement that I pay with my taxes the salary of. And all I ever hear from the people by my side is no more. And not just, thank you. And not just the no more to Trumpism, but no more to the Democrats who compromise, who conciliate, and who betray us. No more to the fascist reactionaries, but no more to the Democrats who will collaborate and cooperate with the fascists, who will fund ICE, who will fund Israel, who will help poison the planet, who will stiff workers and help bosses. We don't need those Democrats anymore. In fact, we have a message. We are coming. We are unbossed. We're unbought. We're unbound. And we will become undeniable. Thank you. Fucked up too many times.
What are you talking about?
There's definitely too many hiccups.
What are you talking about? You nailed it. You have them going, man.
We have a present for both of you guys.
Oh, thank you. Would you like a 2020?
You can take one as well.
Oh yeah, dude.
There's a water bottle for your Mountain Dew.
Do you want a water bottle?
Sure.
There you go.
Why not? Thank you. Appreciate it.
That was great.
All right.
What do we think, chat?
My head's too big. for the-
Congrats, you're a fundraising text now. Oh, Kai Newkirk.
I can assure you that is not true.
No, not with you guys. Kai Newkirk is using me, I think, as a fundraising text, maybe.
Oh, okay.
He's still saying that's not a good idea.
Great.
Fuck him. Hold on. All right, what are we? Let me see. How many hours are we at right now? Cause
It got cut, right?
what?
You had that interruption on the stream?
No, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
What did you guys think, Chad? Did you guys like it? So I don't know what we're gonna do with DSA. Like I thought maybe we could. Oh, okay.
Yeah, what are they up to? Okay, I see it.
Coming here or hotel. Okay.
Okay.
All right. We should head back then.
Yeah, perfect.
Are you guys gonna whip us up?
I need to take one of these. I need to figure out what I'm going to grab.
Take everything. Christ.
I said take everything. Right?
God damn, I was fucking kidding, dude. Jesus Christ. I didn't
Is that good, Chad?
Yeah.
They said it's good. Oh, I dropped one. I don't have pockets for this. How much? Can I put this in your pocket?
Yeah. All right.
There we go.
Dumb.
I was a little worried that was a cosmetic pocket for a second.
No. It's a real pocket.
Perfectly sized for the little red book.
It is literally. And then there's a pen. There's like a pen hole in
That's
this.
awesome.
All right.
Scottish soda.
Oh, yeah. No,
Oh,
I've
yeah,
had it
dude.
before. It's great.
I remember.
Okay. Okay, well let's all right, chat. We're gonna head back to the hotel because I have a next guest. Next guest is going to be Aparna Raj, DSA, DSA DC, and we're gonna be talking to him about what is it Metro? It's Metro DSA, right?
Metro DC, yeah.
Metro DC DSA has been cooking up here in the heart of Empire. So. Get excited for that. And then we'll also continue monitoring the situation and looking at different speeches. But I'll play you one of the speeches, right? Is it still going? Is the speech still going right now?
So if we're serious about putting ourselves back in the center of our politics, we've got to be serious about getting money out of politics in the first place. We need to stand up to Citizens United and finally end the chokehold that corporations have had on our politics for far too long. Now, you heard from the indomitable Shawn Fain, who reminded us what we can have when we're willing to stand up and fight. Unions built the middle class. Unions built the 40-hour work week. Unions built the weekend. I don't get one anymore, but we built it. Unions built the fact that our kids go to school instead of going to work. And unions can build it again when we're willing to stand with unions. So it is time for us to stand with our union sisters and brothers. We gotta pass that PRO Act. We've gotta normalize union organizing in every sector of American life. And while we're at it, let's stand up to the corporations who tell us that there's no more money for workers. Let's ban stock buybacks. And I don't know about you all, but I think NAFTA was a bad idea. I think USMCA wasn't much better. And as much as I cannot stand Donald Trump's approach to tariffs, which is, like all things, ham-fisted, chaotic, and self-serving, I actually think there's a role for targeted tariffs to protect our working sisters and brothers in this country. Now, there's no coincidence that in an era where union participation is near an all-time low, we're watching more and more billionaires get spit out of this economy. And I don't know about you all, but I think it's a ridiculous thing that it's easier for a billionaire to make a second $1 billion than it is for somebody to make their first 50,000. Now, y'all know how many billionaires you can make, or how many millionaires you can make for one billionaire? 1,000 of them. And they're out here trying to protect billionaires. I don't know, I'd rather have 1,000 millionaires than one billionaire. But more importantly, I think billionaires ought to pay their fair share. If you tax a billionaire at 8%, you know what they still are? Still a billionaire. Your kids are gonna be rich. Maybe you could pay your fair share so the rest of our kids can get to go to good schools and travel functional roads and get good health care. So it is high past time for us to stand up to the billionaire class and tax them their wealth. Now every single thing you gotta buy feels like it's getting more and more expensive. And that's because a few corporations get to control every single sector of American life. And they use their power to rig our economy to force us to pay more. They literally pick our pockets so their CEO can make more next year. And I think it is time for us to take on price gouging. I think it is time for us to take on monopolies and oligopolies. I think it is time for us to stand up to corporate power. And I think it is time for us to start enforcing our policies on the books to make sure that no corporation can control prices on us, to pick our pockets to enrich their CEOs and their shareholders. Now, there's one last point. You don't have to go too far from here to see a school that looks like it did 50 years ago. Every time you talk about trying to rebuild a school, they ask you, how are you gonna pay for that? I don't know about you all, but I don't pay my taxes to buy another country a bomb or a tank. I pay my taxes so that all our kids get to go to good schools and get good health care. So it is time for us in this country to stand up and decide that we are no longer gonna send unconditional foreign military aid to foreign governments. Not Israel, not Egypt, not Jordan, not Saudi Arabia. I want my tax dollars in Michigan. I want good schools in Michigan. I want good roads in Michigan. I want health care in Michigan. I want child care in Michigan. I want my money spent in Michigan. And no, they're gonna try and tell you, oh, it must be you hate somebody. No, it is not because I hate anybody. It's because I love everybody. And I just wanna be clear about one thing. I love and revere and deeply appreciate Judaism and the Jewish people. And I love and revere and deeply appreciate the Palestinian people and their history and their culture and their tradition. And I love and I revere our kids here at home who deserve better schools and health care. So forgive me if I want to keep our tax dollars here to buy schools and health care for our kids here, rather than send them to a foreign government to foreclose on the possibility of Palestinian self-determination and do genocide and apartheid. It's not about hating anyone, it's about loving everyone. And then let's be clear. I'm proud of the work we did on medical debt. I really am. But medical debt shouldn't exist in the first place. A third of American households holding debt because they went to see a doctor when they were sick. $225 billion of medical debt? That is more than the GDP of half the states in this country in medical debt. And we can wipe away all of that medical debt. And I just want to give you all some numbers here, okay? You can erase all the medical debt in this country for a penny on the dollar. So if you're doing the math, $225 billion, you can erase for what? About $2.25 billion? I want you to think about how much we are wasting dropping bombs in foreign countries. I don't know if you were watching, but the other individual who would like to be the Democratic nominee for the US Senate just took a vote to send more than that to a foreign government last week. We gotta be serious, y'all. And then we've gotta be serious about the fact that nobody should incur medical debt again in the future. And the best single way to prevent that from happening is to finally meet the unmet promise of America and guarantee everybody health care through Medicare for all. Now look, I know I'm not supposed to run for office. Got the wrong name? Apparently, if you pray like this and not like this, pray the wrong way. I got the wrong profession, but I'm also not gonna stand here and tell you what you cannot have and should not fight for. I'm not gonna tell you that you cannot have nice things in the richest, most powerful country in the world. I'm not gonna tell you that we've gotta make peace with the corporations who nickel and dime us at every turn, and that if they want something, we gotta go on and give it to them. I'm not gonna tell you any of those things. And if you've been watching, they've taken to calling me dangerous. Now, I don't know why you would call somebody who looks like me with a name like mine dangerous. It's an interesting adjective to use. Nobody's ever called somebody who looks like me dangerous. So I just want to ask, if you're a child forced to breathe at the end of a smokestack, you think they think I'm dangerous? Or a kid sitting in the back of the classroom who couldn't see the blackboard, who got that first pair of glasses. If you're that kid, I'm not dangerous. If you're a worker who wants our economy to work for you, I'm not dangerous. If you're somebody sitting in medical debt, wondering what your financial future is because you deigned to see a doctor in the richest, most powerful country in the world, if you're that person, I'm not dangerous. If you're somebody who wants government to work for you, I'm not dangerous. I might just be the one person running for US Senate who actually wants to serve you. But if you're the CEO of DTE, you damn well better believe I'm dangerous. If you're Blue Cross Blue Shield shareholders, yep, I'm dangerous. If you're a corporation wanting to buy a politician with their PAC, I'm dangerous. If you're AIPAC and want to send our money abroad, you damn well better believe I'm dangerous. If you're Chuck Schumer and want to keep doling out corporate money to elect people who are going to do your bidding, I am so damn dangerous. But if you're somebody who wants government to work for you, I aim to be the best friend you ever had. Now look, I told you, my childhood taught me just how blessed I was to be on the other side of an accident of history that had me born here. And earlier this month, we commemorated the 250th anniversary of this country. And it's been a moment of reflection, I think, for a lot of us, particularly considering who was president in this moment. Now, they want to sell us a fake, phony sense, a cartoon of what America is. America's no cartoon. America is an incredible place with flaws. A history of Indian removal, chattel slavery, the far too long fight for women's suffrage, the discrimination on who could immigrate here, Jim Crow, segregation. And as you reflect on those past 250, I think it's important for us to ask, how do we make sense of those flaws? America has one incredible gift, and that is the indelible capacity to correct. In this country, we don't make peace with our demons, we exercise them. In this country, we don't rest on our laurels, we fight for better. In this country, we don't ignore a sordid past, we assure a better future. But this country doesn't correct on its own. It's not just some magical trick that just happens, like a magic eraser. That's not how it works. It's because people come together to do the work of correcting. And usually they start out as a small group of people, denied by everyone, ignored, told to go away, marginalized, told it could never be better. And yet those people work, and they organize, and they build. And they build more movement. They talk to more people, and soon enough, the ranks swell. People come together, people from all walks of life, from the unlikeliest sources to the people affected most, building together that movement of people that finally uses the democratic process to correct our ills. And my friends, I share this right now at this moment of our 250th anniversary because we need that correcting right now. We live in the most unequal time in American history. It's easier to make a $2 billion in this country than it is to make a fair living. Racism still denies too many people access to a good education, good health care, fair housing, clean air, drinkable water. People are still living in fear just because of who they love or how they identify. People are told they're less than because they pray the wrong way or they don't pray at all. And so America is in need of that correcting now. And we find ourselves at the precipice of a moment of correction. I just want you to understand the stakes of this moment. $50 million. $50 million and counting. That's how much the likes of DTE and Chevron and Exxon and Big Pharma and Big Tech and Big Health Insurance and APAC have already spent in this race. And we're still winning. Because friends, what they don't understand is that if all they got is money, we've got the many. And we've got the thing that has corrected every single error in the past and will correct the future. We've got a movement of people coming together beyond our differences to build together what we cannot have alone. We've got each other. Folks who may never understand the lives that one another lead, locking arms together to say that we will not have our future dominated by the likes of your big tech company to put a data center in our backyard. We will not accept the idea that in this country we're gonna buy tanks and bombs for someone else when our own kids don't have health care. We will not accept the idea that you can come in and tell us that we cannot breathe clean air when we have all the technology we ever needed. And so I want us to remember that while they will bring all of their money and all of their power, that it is our choice to remain undaunted, that we will not back down. When they tell us we can't have health care, we won't back down. When they tell us that they're gonna raise our electricity rates, we won't back down. When they tell us they wanna put that data center in our backyard, we won't back down. When they tell us that they wanna take our tax dollars and give them there, when we've got kids who need them here, we won't back down. When they tell us we can't have union representation, we won't back down. When the billionaires tell us we can't tax them, we won't back down. And when they bring $50 million into this race, we won't back down. We will continue to do the work of democracy. We will go out there and knock those doors and make those phone calls and be undaunted at the polls. We will build a movement that connects to the love and the joy of the future we deserve rather than the sordid past we've had. And when they tell us that we're not enough, let's remind them that we're all we've ever needed. My name is Abdul Al-Sayed. I am running for US Senate. I hope I can earn your support. Thank you so much.
Talk about perfect timing, huh? Talk about perfect timing. Holy moly. Look at that. And we got a guest coming up right now. How do we feel about the speech, everybody? Do we like it? And not Abdul's, I mean mine, okay? I know Abdul's was fire. One of the college dems gave me a gift. Look at that. Chinese money, baby. Abdul did the boomer high five to AOC. You did great. What the fuck is this? Great speech cinema.
From the people alongside myself is no more. And not just no more to the Trumpism, but no more to the Democrats who compromise, who conciliate, who betray. Democrats who will cooperate with fascists, who will fund ICE, who will fund Israel, who will help poison the planet, who will stiff workers and help the bosses. We don't need those Democrats anymore. And in fact, we have a message for you. We're coming. We are unbossed, unbought, and unbowed, and we will become undeniable.
That's not the actual speech, man. Fuck. That part was actually really good in front of the audience too, but it's cinema.
Raw, thunderous applause.
All right, let's get you on stage.
Great speech, cinema. It's probably good to have a little practice round though. You said you messed up a lot. I only noticed one. I think you did great. The crowd made a massive difference. You killed it at the end. No, the end was fire. For sure. Let's see. Is the camera back on? Is it plugged in and everything? Oh, I see it. It's a bit dark. So... Perfect.
Okay, I plugged in the mic.
Yeah, I'm not going to use it for now, but I'm going to use it after. It's already muted. And then, oh, here's your treats. Surprise, small-time streamer Bernie Sanders didn't apply for Streamer U. Could be good for him to learn tips with Lud and Cinna. That's fine. I agree. College Dems had your back, Unc. Yeah, I saw this. Kick streamer Destiny got banned from the College Democrats of America convention after announcing he would harass Hassan Piker and his audience at the event. It is very funny. It is very funny to see a guy who like openly was like, I'm going to go to this convention. Wait, it's like, yeah. Yeah, it is the Dutch angle. Guy who openly is like, I'm gonna go to the fucking I'm gonna go to an event I wasn't invited to deliberately harass the fucking convention keynote speaker. Yeah, it's definitely better. No, it's fine. Maybe a little bit hot. Yeah, there you go. We're gonna need it wider anyway when I have a guest. What? No, what do you want it? Oh, yeah. True. It probably smells like chicken salad in here. Do you write the speech on your own? This one I did. I got a little tweaks in the beginning. And the quote and stuff is from Noah, but the rest of it was all me. A big part of that speech was supposed to be my speech. So that was supposed to be part of that was actually supposed to be the speech that I was going to do in Denver with Maylot and Julie Gonzalez that I never got to. So I just like reworked it around for this.
Fund ICE, who will fund Israel, who will help poison the planet, who will stiff workers and help bosses. We don't need those Democrats anymore. In fact, we have a message. We are coming. We are unbossed. We're unbought. We're unbound. And we will become undeniable. Thank you.
Easy as no contact order approval. All this evidence, man. Get one and he can never talk about you again. End this harassment for good already. If you're still in contact with the CDA, you should give them a heads up that the finance director you crossed paths with is now being targeted by the sex pest. Yeah, he knows. You got to aura farm more? Stay after? Yeah, sure. So many of the chat exclusively care about drama. They don't even care about the speech. I mean, some care about the speech. Come on now. What is this? Asman will gladly misrepresent my points and spread misinfo fed by his chat, but still won't watch the video. Watch for yourself and come to your own conclusion. Also, I totally plan on continuing my series interviewing fandoms because I think it's interesting.
Viewers are so stark, he couldn't find any weirdos. The vibes are impeccable in the Hasanabi community.
Hasan is more upbeat, he's more hopeful, and his viewers reflect that.
Asmongold says he'll keep an eye on Steven Azark following his Hasan and Asmongold videos, accusing him of creating narratives and hopes, the worst for people like him. He interviewed my viewers for like over an hour, and he took 10-second clips from that, uploaded them, and misrepresented what this person was saying in order to manufacture a narrative that is a bunch of disaffected viewers. And everybody's sad that I'm doing this. Why don't you ask Ethan? It's not my fan sending skulls to different people that I dislike. Romke, are you still here? Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, all right, perfect. It's not my fans sending skulls to different people that I dislike. Why didn't you ask other creators? Why is the Hasan post so highly among people that live with their parents, but he posts so lowly among people that live with their children? What the fuck? This is what journalists like this do. This person is who would lie. Oh my God, he's so butthurt.
Hasanabi viewers are so stark, he couldn't find any weirdos. The vibes are impeccable in the Hasanabi community.
Hasan is more upbeat, he's more hopeful, and his...
I like that he just straight up will repeat this delusion that like I and my community sent like fucking skulls to Ethan's house or something. It's fucking awesome. Certainly love that. Hey, thanks a lot, Ethan Klein, for making shit up that straight up anti-Semitic, Nazi-aligned content creators use. Yeah, none of the Asmold's audience showed their faces. Is funny. Yeah, I wonder why.
Viewers reflect that. But I also wanted weirdos.
And this guy says, if
This is the guy, by the way. This is the guy that made the YouTube video about me. So he interviewed my viewers for like over an hour, and he took 10-second clips from that over an hour interview, and he uploaded them and then misrepresented what this person was saying in order to manufacture a narrative that it's a bunch of disaffected viewers and everybody's sad that I'm doing this.
But I also wanted weirdos.
And this guy says, if you speak to Hasan fans, you will be speaking to absolute lunatics who will threaten to rape and kill you over a minor difference of opinion. That's the difference between the two audiences. Nobody has threatened me with any of those yet.
I desperately wanted to get people who weren't the most normal human beings. I wanted those that were outlandish. People that could kind of match the energy of my Asmongold people. But I just couldn't find any.
Why didn't you ask Ethan?
What?
It's not my fans that are sending skulls to different people that I dislike. Why didn't you do that? Why didn't you ask other creators?
I looked through hundreds of messages, and they were all fairly normal people.
Oh, they're here already?
With jobs.
It's really funny that he thinks that, you know, if they were to ask creators like, oh, what do you think about Hasan's community versus Asmongold's community? I'm sure the creators would be like, yeah, we fucking hate Hasan's community and we love Asmongold's community. We love the fucking racist chud. We love the racist chuds that are constantly telling trans people to rope and, you know, have found a kind space on the internet for like-minded individuals who think all immigrants should be purged, you know? Who say Somalis are parasitic. That's definitely what people are looking forward to. That's what people like. Yeah, meanwhile, these are my fucking haters, dude.
Are you guys selling those shirts?
Yes, we are.
Nice.
Climb over there. Are you Destiny? Yeah. We're not letting you in. We're not letting you in because we're worried about consequences. We're worried you're going to yell or some shit towards us on. We're not going to. I'm sorry. my tickets? Yes, and you're refundable. I'm sorry. How can I not get into the... We're telling you we're...
It's just crazy because that's like, this is like, I think he thought, because it's like Democrat in the name, he thought like, oh no, this will be fine. I can just like go out and fucking openly, openly talk about how I'm going to agitate and how I'm going to disrupt the fucking event that, you know, college Democrats have put together, this national convention. Just started watching today. Have you covered the Troy Jackson winning 149 out of 170 delegate seats in the convention yet? No, I haven't. I didn't know. I didn't know it was like that. I didn't know Troyotathon was that fucking crazy. Bro, there's something so strange about like openly filming yourself wanting to you know, thwart an event put together that you were not invited to because you hate the person that they invited, and then just being fucking ass mad the entire time, you know? Making this up. Destiny claims the College Democrats of America convention let Janet Mockey, a guy who was arrested for making bomb threats, but it wasn't Jarrett Mockey in the picture he posted. It was Austin Wise, the finance director of the College Democrats of America. Yet another failed attempt. The funny thing is the College Dems let in Jarrett Mockey, the same guy who got a guided tour to Hasan in Michigan, the same guy who was later arrested for making bomb threats. Dude, what the fuck is going on, man? This guy's such a fucking... Dude. You can't do this, man. You cannot fucking do this. Okay? This is Laura Loomer behavior, dude. What the fuck? Dude, what a fucking disgusting, toxic, insane fucking community. Just so desperate, so odious, straight up fucking rapist behavior, dude. Jesus Christ. Who fucking behaves like this? They're calling D the Dem Jake Lang. In defense of Laura, she does not have a Nazi kid, so she has spare time. Fair. Centrists are defending Pestany too. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, this guy went. So this is who we're platforming Young Dems after all this attacks against the party, after all this disgusting rhetoric, and barring someone like Omni Liberal, who's been actively organizing and canvassing for Democrats at his behest. Pathetic behavior. Why you got on 2 mics and no turntables? I have a mic on because I'm gonna have a guest in a second. That's why. That's good. All right, we got a guest in here. Hello, 1 second. I'm gonna put this mic on you. Here you go. What's happening, guys? And then I'm also going to pull you a chair. Of course. All right, Romkey's leaving, chat.
Bye, chat. Love you guys.
NYC DSA. Okay, you're gonna sit here so I can control the stream. Did you put the mic on? All right, hold on. Let me fix the audio so that they can hear you. Okay. All right. This should be. Oh wait, it's so low. There we go.
Okay.
This should be good now.
Cool. Yeah, we brought some stuff. At the bottom's an MDC DSA hat. And then,
Let me just get this out of the way. Okay, this is fine.
yeah, but here's
Measure DC, Democratic Socialist Measure
Yeah.
DC. Wow. Look at that. All right, I love the. I'm collecting all the hats from all the. This is a great one.
Yeah.
This
No,
is
it's
dope.
nice. And then we've just got some pins, including Stomp Out Slumlords, which is our tenant organizing campaign in DC.
Hell yeah. Look at that.
And then a DC flag as well, so you can.
A DC flag?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, like a
And then-
DSA?
Oh no, just like DC.
Oh, just like a straight up DC flag.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think
Which-
I've ever seen the DC flag. This is my first time seeing
I'm
it.
biased, but I do think it's probably the best state flag.
It kind of looks
available.
like. Doesn't this like kind of look like the Chicago flag a little bit? Without
a little.
less colors? I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. Don't listen to me. All right. Well, thank you so much.